if you could meet one person from history, who would it be?
I'm a pretty sporty person.
Yes.
I love academics, but sport is kind of my thing.
Yes.
So it'd have to be some like iconic sporting athlete like LeBron or my.
I'm talking about the man on the Lakers, LeBron. I'm asking you to say his name, LeBron James.
Or Michael Jordan.
Oh, very cool. So what's the most unexpected thing that's ever happened during one of your tutoring sessions?
Most unexpected thing is probably a parent sprinting in with a bunch of food for the kid. I think the kid was a bit hungry and forgot his lunch at home or something.
It was like an emergency situation and something terrible was going to happen if you don't have your banana.
Yeah, just drop some tomatoes or something. Continue on with the tutoring session.
I like a kid. Shakespeare or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
What fictional character would make the best tutor?
I think Robert Williams from Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty realist.
Awesome. Yes.
Says how it is. Yeah, just good piece of advice for like momentum through life.
That's awesome.
That,
that's the one where, and I think this is based on a true story, where like he leaves a homework problem on the board and it's like an unsolved maths problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, is that right? And then Matt Damon, I forget the names, but Matt Damon's character sees it and then solves it because he thinks it's a homework assignment.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Yeah.
But Robert Williams generally plays very good, wholesome characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patch Adams, I remember really liking his character in that. Like Mrs. Doubtfire. Anyway, he's played a few
good roles.
Yes, super random too. I've heard his role as the genie. A lot of that was improvised, and then they animated his voice into it afterwards, doing essentially stand-up skits, and then only afterwards animated the genie's mouth and they animated all the images and whatever to suit Robin Williams's comments, like what he said, which is kind of improvised. We just thought it was very cool. Cooked breakfast or cereal?
Cooked breakfast.
Is there a ritual that you do every time before you start tutoring?
I always get a book or sheets of paper out before every single session, just to make sure I'm prepared with that. Nice. And I always get 3 pens, just blue, black, and red, just to be prepared with.
That's like your armory to get you ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Which would you fund more, arts or sciences?
Arts.
Very cool. So have you ever had a moment where you realized that you were learning as much from the student as they were learning from you?
Yeah, there's been many moments. I think learning's very broad. Everyone learns differently. Everyone's got different methods of learning, different teachers that teach them different methods of learning. So, yeah, learning, I think I learn off the students, their capabilities, as much as I try and help them learn off me. And my experiences of maths and the other subjects that I tutor.
Wonderful. Have you ever had a moment where you learned, like I remember I was doing a question with a student, happens a few times, and I actually learned something about maths. I'm like, oh my God, I actually knew this incorrectly. And you had that kind of moment.
A lot of them are just to do with bearings questions and more applicable stuff like that. Even just like different derivatives and stuff, obviously.
Yes.
You can do that in economics is like my passion. That's something I do in university. And
yes.
Derivatives are a pretty big component of that.
No, that's cool. Or you see a connection you didn't otherwise make before. Like you didn't realize that this was a thing. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, that's the gradient.
Yeah, like an epiphany.
Yeah, you have that like mid-moment and you have to kind of, do you keep it to yourself or do you like tell the kid?
I just keep it to myself.
Oh, okay, fine, Yeah, I usually, what do? Do I tell the kid? I think. Yeah, because there's a certain level of like, maybe I should have already known this.
Yeah.
And you keep it quiet, There's actually been a few examples like that. Like, have you had expressions where you realize as an adult that like this word means a different thing, and you like one is for all intents and purposes. My whole life, well, not my whole life, but until I was like an adult, I thought it was for all intensive purposes. Yeah, like I thought they were like intensive purposes that were like somehow underpinning what you were saying, and therefore for all intensive purposes, as opposed to for all intents and purposes.
No, I haven't stumbled upon.
Yeah, there are a few like that. Yeah. So some of them are like they're like quasi embarrassing when you realize that they're like, oh, okay, I should have known that.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, there you go. The best teacher, strict or chill?
Chill.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Yeah. What educators in your life have influenced you the most?
Probably just the people I surround myself with, like my circle. I'd say they're like a pretty close educator of just like life and of studies.
Like more friends or
friends.
Nice.
I'd say friends definitely.
Yep.
Obviously, like you kind of build a bond with someone when you're trying to learn a topic, especially in school, like with your class, especially.
Yep.
You're all going through the same topic at the same time. You kind of build a bond of learning and help each other out when everyone's everyone's got difficulties. So when other people have difficulties, you can help each other out. And then progressing that from school friends to post-school friends,
That's
to
awesome.
university, and just life in general.
Yes. Now, I remember there was because you went to Cranbrook, right? Yeah, there was a good vibe of that at Cranbrook. Like, I remember we had a very healthy competition.
Yeah,
And you
it
were
was
quite
competitive. It was competitive.
It wasn't competitive to the point where if you knew something, like some hack on the calculator, or like if you knew something, you're not keeping it to yourself to stop the other person from outranking you. Like, it wasn't like
wanted everyone to succeed.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you wanted the best for everyone.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a really healthy competition, and a very good way.
But at the same time, it strives you to be better. And I think everyone pushed each other.
Yes.
To be better.
Yes, agreed.
Which is good. Like,
agreed.
Yeah.
No, that's really important. No, I still see my Cranbrook mates from my schoolmates from 21 years ago or whatever. We saw each other probably weekly or for 10 years until we started getting married and having kids, and then and now we go to our kids' birthday parties. But no, it's a lovely thing. Wonderful. That makes a big difference to have that support network around you, and you learn from each other, and you keep each other in check.
Yeah.
Sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Playing it safe or risk taking?
Risk taking.
What are you studying right now?
I'm studying a Bachelor of Business and Creative Intelligence and Innovation.
That's at UTS, right?
That's at UTS.
That's the newish degree. Like
it's pretty recent. 4 or 5 years old.
That's right. I've heard really good things actually. And it's got a lot of practical components, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty practical. Keeps you on your toes. I think
that's awesome.
Like very innovative way of thinking, which I think is good in today's society. And
definitely. And you work with businesses. Remember, you actually do things together.
Trying to help them solve issues within their business.
Yeah,
they've got an ethical issue or a cash flow issue and stuff like that.
Right.
Trying to help them resolve it and see all the different avenues they can take.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you? And you don't have to tell me if it's like a private thing. But have you, or if it's confidential or whatever? But have you actually worked with businesses so far in your degree? Or
we worked with not a business but a council. So we worked with Fairfield Council.
Okay.
Out of Fairfield to try and obviously they've got a high-ish unemployment rate out there, and some like socioeconomic and sociocultural factors that haven't allowed them to progress as much as they would have liked to.
Makes sense.
So we tried to introduce a couple festivals out there and a couple food stands and stuff just to like increase the vibrancy, like the vitality of the culture there.
Awesome.
Because there's a lot of like subspots with different cultures that you can, as people that don't live in those areas, can go experience and go embrace the different cultures.
Oh, that's awesome. And it must be hard because all these things cost money, obviously, to set up stores and stands, whatever.
Definitely.
So you want to set up, you want to use resources where they're most, where they're going to have the most impact. You want to find the low-hanging fruit, fix that, and find, it's something like that, I imagine, right? You want to use
the core and then it trickles down.
That's right. Impact the bigger things and then hopefully it goes from there. That's very exciting. And do you have more of these, like
we've got about 2 a year.
Okay, wonderful.
2 a year.
Where you work explicitly with a company or a council or a business or whatever. That's very cool.
That's
awesome. Fun. Awesome. Good. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I hope to have a full-time job by then.
Yep, wonderful.
See how everything goes. But I see myself doing something in finance, something in accounting, some type of financial field.
Nice.
Working with individuals, businesses.
Because a lot of accounting is really, or can be, I guess, a lot of business planning and business advice. I think a good accountant will often tell you, okay, I've seen your books, I understand what you're doing, do this difference, or make this change or whatever. Because a lot of the accounting stuff that I've seen, I worked in accounting for a year. Because I did a finance and actuarial studies when I was at uni, and then I worked at an accounting firm for a year. And a lot of the work was higher, like a lot of the higher end work, the less, some of it's just menial and you're doing tax returns or whatever. But a lot of it was actually looking at a business, they have a problem, you analyze it, you structure it. I think that's historically what the good accountants have kind of done. But it's moving as well into like business coaching, I guess, like internal consultants or people you engage externally, which is awesome. What are your majors? So outside of the creative stuff,
so I'm majoring in finance and accounting.
Nice.
So
very nice.
Some type of financial field. I'd say myself getting into different type of sectors.
But that's awesome. Yeah, financial planning is another one. That's a bit like that. Like I did a year in financial planning as well years ago. And they have, there's a lot of like helping families to, manage their insurance or their super or their investments or whatever.
Exactly. Something in private wealth.
Thing. What emoji best describes you as a tutor?
Probably just a smiling face one, to be honest.
It's just the normal,
Yeah, just a normal smiling face.
like a colon capital D, or like just the normal, like just the.
No.
Yeah.
Normal,
Right, they're good.
proper, like the one that no one uses, but it's just there smiling.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always happy. I'm always smiling. Always
100%. Yeah.
just simple things, asking how students' day is gone,
Yeah.
and then trying to work from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm a pretty upbeat person. Like, just
100%.
always happy to be around.
It makes a massissive difference. Like, so how do you get a student to believe in themselves when they might have stopped trying?
I think through practical questioning, you can do that. I think
Right.
through allowing them to see their own result and do questions with them where they may have before not been able to do or been able to, getting them incorrect.
Right.
And then they see themselves continually getting this question right now.
Right.
They start to build a sense of belief that, oh, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
And they also start to build interdependence to do it on their own without tutors' help. So I think repetition
which is ultimately the point of
of this like practical questioning, whether it's writing or certain maths questions.
Yes.
Making them believe that they can actually do it through practically getting it right.
That's right.
Continuous.
They give themselves the evidence. Yeah, they show themselves that they can do it, and then okay, good.
Yeah, I think it's simple as that.
Yeah, make it sound easy, but yes. Dreamer or realist?
Dreamer.
If you could go back and tutor your younger self, what would you say to him? Like, how would you approach that tutoring lesson?
I'd probably say to him, stop thinking you know it all when you don't. That's probably one thing I'd say. But I'd give him tons of practical questions, past questions, proper writing questions.
Yes.
Instead of just think you can do it in your head, doing it in your head, and saying, I got the answer.
Good.
But instead, showing that you can actually do it.
Go through the motions, actually
I think
demonstrating.
It builds a different type of brain skill doing that. And it also builds just proper skills when it translates to exam scenarios instead of just doing it in your head.
No, very wise. It's literally a different kind of knowledge. Provisional knowledge of just facts. There's also a different kind of knowledge in like how to ride a bike or something. Like it's not the kind of knowledge you can put down into syllogisms that follow on from each other, but it's knowledge of an ability to perform a certain way or to do a certain thing. Something like that, right? You want a student to not only know what to do, but also be able to perform and do it in an exam. When crunch time comes around.
Yeah, when it counts.
What sports are you into? So okay, it's a bit lost in the video, but you are incredibly tall. Yes, so basketball makes sense. What other sport activities are you into?
I love to play every sport: tennis, NFL, basketball. Great way to bond with people. Great way to meet people. I've met some of my best friends from playing sports.
Yeah.
And again, it's like a team environment. I love team environments.
That's it. Social interactions, vibes, whatever.
Exactly.
Nah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And at school, there's a structure where you play sport regularly. You have training sessions and games, which obviously doesn't hang around after you finish, right?
No.
But since university, I imagine you've joined clubs and social groups and whatever.
Yeah, just playing socially with mates on Sundays and stuff like that. Go down to the local park, have a little kick around with the footy or whatever.
Very nice.
Staying outdoors.
Are you involved in like clubs or like more formal sporting capacities?
Not since leaving
school. Right, from school,
But now just playing socially.
It's good that you've kept it up. I feel like
it's pretty easy to drop off.
Yes, if you don't have if you're not part of a football team or if you're not part of a basketball team, it's easy to be like, well, I'm sick or whatever, I can't come. But well done. When do you feel like you're at your absolute best while you're tutoring?
I think when the pressure's applied.
Right.
Whether a student comes to me the day before and says, hey, I need to know how to do this question. I think it's going to be in the exam. I think that's when I'm at my best. I feel like because you have to get it out within the time period given. That's what the student wants to know. That's what he thinks he needs to know.
Like what you're doing matters.
What you're doing matters. Like we've got to make use of every second here. Because I think when pressure's applied, again, like a different part of the brain just has to switch on in order for it to.
Adrenaline kicks in.
Adrenaline kicks in. There's a lot of psychological factors that go into it.
That's awesome. Yeah, because a lot of people are put off by that. Like for a lot of people, it becomes a thing of, oh wow, they have a test tomorrow. I'm not going to get through everything. I've made this mistake many times where I go through things too quickly because our time is limited, and then at some point I feel like oh my God, they don't get this. And then you're just doing it worse. I've heard explained very well. Someone has said before, an easy mistake with education is to think it's about teaching, which it isn't. Education is about learning. Like it's not about what you say as a teacher. It's not about what you write on the board. It's not about what you give. It's not about what you do as the tutor, as the educator. It's about what happens in the student's mind. Mm-hmm. And that's all that matters. So under pressure, you find you get in the right mode, you get in the right zone. Yeah, that's awesome. Music or silence?
Music.
If you had to lose one, would you lose your sight or your hearing?
My hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating. See, most people say that.
Yeah.
But then when I really think about it, I'm like, hold on a second. If I lose my hearing, I can't listen to music. I can't listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
But then seeing how do you not see someone? Yes, I definitely agree. Sight is more functionally incapacitating. Mm-hmm. Like a blind person, I feel like can do less in life functionally than a deaf person. I agree. But I don't know that the experience of life as a blind person is necessarily, I don't know. It's a strange conversation to have. Yeah. Because I feel like the obvious answer is you keep your sight, I think. Yeah. When I think about it, I'm like, yeah, but I won't listen to music again. Or like, I won't, I guess
there's a lot of things you could sacrifice.
Yes. Either way, it's terrible. Like imagine not seeing your mum's face again, I don't know, or your spouse's face, or whatever, winter or summer? Summer. School uniforms, yes or no?
Yes.
Volume, odd number or even number?
Even.
I actually got multiples of 3, which like drives Tanya up the wall. And my wife's like, what's wrong with you? Like, who leaves it at 21? I'm like, it's a multiple of 3. It's not. She's like, put it at 20. No, it's a multiple of 3. Anyway, yes. Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Spicy, nice. Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Crocs. Fashion or crime?
Crime.
My son's been he's been collecting these little figurine things.
On the Crocs?
Yeah, like a Darth Vader thing. And he puts them in his Crocs. And he goes to me the other day, Papa, I found a way, they have a sports mode. I'm like, what is sports mode? Is it just a fancy name for when you put the thing down and it becomes more like a shoe? So there's some clever marketing. It's like sports mode. Okay, you put the handle down to give yourself half a heel, okay, whatever, as opposed to like a thong sandal type structure. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Yeah. What's your proudest, I really made a difference to this child moment?
There's definitely one student in particular. He came to me really struggling with maths.
Right.
And then we built over a couple terms his confidence up dramatically.
Yeah, wow.
I think he had a lot to do with, he saw a bit of success and then bought into it. I think there's a lot of buy-in process.
Yes.
And then once he saw that success, he continued to repeat the process that he was doing that was working for him. And I think it just exacerbated the process for him. And
like it starts a positive spiral and then...
2-3 terms, he was from the bottom of the class to the top of the class.
Wow, that's amazing.
Easily. And I think from there, it just gives him more motivation to keep working and keep going. Because he was only in year 10 at the time.
Right, okay.
A couple more years to
that's awesome.
level up.
What year is he in now?
He's in year 12 now.
He's in year 12 now, wow. Yeah. He's about to start year 12, Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, this is very interesting because when I get a student, I weirdly, like there's obviously it's great to have a student that's already doing well because, you can really provide value and get them to do even better and in a sense it's easier, but maybe not. There's like a different challenge. But I really like a student that isn't doing well, but more like doesn't realize how well they can do or like doesn't like maths, say. And then I almost have a conversation of, well, maybe you do like maths, and maybe you don't know what maths is, and what you think maths is you don't like, because you should not like that, because there's a feeling of failing, and that's kind of, it's no one's fault per se, but maybe you think maths is something else which you hate, which you should hate, because it's like depressing. But maths is actually this hugely creative, awesome thing that you love, and then you show them that, and then it becomes a thing which is, I don't know, something like that, where you acknowledge how they feel, but then also say, we can see things differently. Yeah, that's right, which can make it very big. Now, what is it that made you want to be a tutor?
I got tutored here, obviously, and loved my time here getting tutored. I feel like I built a really good bond with my tutor. Like, I feel like I could ask questions in life and with academics. So I think it's a key component of being a good tutor, like just being personable,
100%.
Asking how their weekend was. So I kind of wanted to replicate that and see if I could do the same thing.
I'd do that for someone else.
Tutor.
Yeah. Becomes like a mentoring thing.
Yeah, it's almost like a mini mentor, right? Like you're really not that far in age.
Yes.
You can relate with a lot of things.
It's like an older sibling.
You went through the same process as them. You can understand them.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's the mentoring process is really cool.
Yeah.
And valuing when you can provide a piece of insight for them.
Yeah, that can really help you. Who did you have again? Who are your tutors?
I had a couple of tutors.
I forget. Okay, yeah.
I had my year 12 tutor was Sarah. Sarah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
like-
Yes. She's still here actually. No,
Yeah,
she
she's
has.
still here.
Yeah, Sarah. Ah, there you go. And what is it that you like best tutoring at First Education?
I just love seeing the kids learn, love seeing them progress through their studies.
Yep.
Trying to help them the best that I can learn and progress, and love to see them passionate about something, because I feel like when there's a lot of passion, you can fuel that with your own knowledge and pass that down to them.
Yes,
I think they really enjoy. Ultimately, building fundamental skills that they can translate to their own academics and just life in general. Just building more interdependence within them, for them to feel confident within themselves.
That's awesome, man.